My name is Kayvan Mashayek. I'm the founder of Producers Without Borders, a global network of producers primarily focused in the area of films, television, multimedia, and it's basically a network of people in finance, technology, and entertainment who come together to work together into creating content, to basically create, deliver content together. Oh, I got into film because I was kind of tired of being a lawyer. So I was a criminal defense lawyer in Texas years ago. After my father died, I moved to New York. Went to film school in New York and went on this big long journey of pursuing my passion in the entertainment industry. Of course, it was misguided at the time. Of course, there was a lot of ups and downs. And 7 years into it, I was able to make my first feature film, which ended up becoming theatrical and playing in US theaters for 53 weeks. And then after that, my second project was selected for the Abu Dhabi Film Festival in 2007, I believe, 2007, yeah, 2007. At that specific festival, I won an award for a film script that I'd written, and one of the judges was the Oscar-winning producer of Gladiator and Schindler's List, and he took me under his wing, and the rest became history when I helped him develop projects, and here we are today. My first feature film, I'd done several short films before that, but my first feature film was a story about an 11th century mathematician, astronomer, poet named Omar Khayyam, which is very well known in the Middle East, in the region. He was a scientist with the soul of a poet. He was the person who placed the concept of reason above faith in the 11th century. He was a very, very important person. But the timing of the film, when it was made and it was done, it was right after 9/11, was very inopportune for me because I faced a lot of obstacles and mischaracterizations of the kind of story I was making, because there was a general negative feeling towards any character that was glorified from the Middle East at the time. And so I struggled a bit to get the movie out there, but when it finally found its way, people understood the heart of the story, which was really about preserving your culture and your ethnicity, no matter who you are and where you come from, because it's really the stories in your future that are defined by what you've experienced in your past. And then those are, the layers, the bricks that set up the foundation for how you want to live your life. So I learned those lessons early on from my parents, because it was important for a lot of people that are raised in the West. They don't realize that when their DNA is in another part of the world, sometimes as they grow older, they get confused. Like, who am I? Am I from this part of the world? Am I from that part of the world? And so when in your adoptive country, when you are trying to reach out and find deep down inside where you come from, you realize there's a lot of beautiful things that your family was trying to teach you that you kind of ignored because you're now in another part of the world living in different existence. So it was really a story about merging these two worlds together. It was called The Keeper, The Legend of Omar Khayyam. I love it. I've been a huge fan of Jordan for the past 14 years. I've had a very long-standing relationship with the RFC. I was the chairman of the International Committee of the Producers Guild of America for 4 years, and before that I was the Middle Eastern representative for the PGA, which is where my association with the RFC started, and Jordan started back in 2008. Where I set up the first familiarization trip between producers of our guild in the US and the RFC here, subsequently setting up educational programs and workshops here, and where hundreds and hundreds of people have come through now as a result of this cross Atlantic type of learning and workshops that were taught by people from our guild and bringing that expertise to this part of the world. Very, very profoundly lucky to have had the relationships I've had with people over a long period of time here, specifically with Prince Ali and Princess Reem, who've been nothing but incredibly kind and generous and supportive of all my endeavors, because I now have this new thing called Producers Without Borders, which really started with the RFC in Cannes in 2015, where there was a bunch of educational programs hosted at the RFC Pavilion in Cannes. So once again, the connection between me and Jordan was solidified over a number of years, recent years, because of the fact that it's those relationships and those friendships that help you and put you in a position where you can really flourish. And so this festival is the second time I've been here, because the first year was virtual. Year 2 was the first face-to-face, and this is year 3, another face-to-face. So anytime I'm able to be asked to come back here to contribute in any capacity, I just say when and where, and I'm there.